All right, now Pakistan has extended an olive branch to Iran to work on all issues after both countries launched airstrikes into each other's borders targeting terrorists. Now, Pakistan's caretaker foreign minister has expressed that the nation has no interest whatsoever in escalation of the ongoing border tensions with Iran. Now, this resolve came during the caretaker foreign minister Jalil Abbas Gilani's telephone conversation with his Iranian counterpart Hussein Amir Abdullahian. And as per the statement of Pakistan's Foreign Ministry's office, Pakistan has now expressed its readiness to work with Iran on all issues based on the spirit of mutual trust and cooperation. Now, this is Pakistan leader's second telephonic conversation with Amir Abdullahian within 3 days, where the Foreign Minister Gilani has underscored the need for closer cooperation on security issues. In another telephonic conversation with Minister of Foreign Affairs of Turkey, Hakan Fidan, the Foreign Minister Gilani said that the Operation Marg Bar Sarmachar was aimed at terrorist camps inside of Iran. He further added that Pakistan has no desire of escalation to this effect, and this comes in the backdrop of Pakistan's emergency security meeting, in which the interim Prime Minister summoned the military and the intelligence chiefs of the nations. The Pakistani army has shared operational details of the strikes deep inside the Iranian territory, and it has said that the strikes targeted hideouts used by certain separatist organizations, namely the Balochistan Liberation Army and the Balochistan Liberation Front. The Pakistani army has said that it used killer drones, rockets, loitering ammunition and also standoff weapons. The official statement has asserted that maximum care has been taken to avoid any kind of collateral damage. Iran, however, has said that 9 civilians were killed in the attack, and amongst the dead were 4 children. The situation has drawn the attention of the United States and the United Nations, along with China, which happens to be a strong ally of both Islamabad and Tehran, and China has also called for calm and restraint. The Beijing has expressed willingness to play a constructive role in de-escalating the situation if both sides want. The United States has said that it is monitoring the situation pretty closely, and the White House has also urged for restraint between Iran and Pakistan.
Obviously, you've all seen the reports out of Pakistan that they fired some missiles into Iran. We're monitoring this very, very closely. We don't want to see an escalation clearly in South Asia, South and Central Asia, and we're in touch with our Pakistani counterparts as expect.
And also, we are being joined by Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who's joining us on this broadcast. Anas, this is a situation that seems to have been, at least on the face of it, resolved pretty quickly. In the span of the last 96 hours, we've witnessed military, missile and drone strikes between Pakistan and Iran. And now, the foreign ministers of the two nations have spoken over the phone line twice, and it appears that the situation, for the time being, has at least de-escalated. What are you picking up at your end?
Saleh, it took 48 hours for the situation to escalate to its peak point and another 24 for it to de-escalate, which of course is a good omen. The Pakistani National Security Committee has met. It had the 3 services chiefs, it had the intelligence chiefs, it had the recalled ambassador from Iran, Mudassir Tipu, the foreign secretary, the defense minister, the caretaker prime minister was in chair, and they have essentially emphasized on the need for dialogue and diplomacy. After that, the Pakistani federal cabinet met, and in which the Prime Minister was quoted in the readout as saying that it would be beneficial to take the ties back to how it was prior to the 16th of January, the day Iran did its unprovoked aggression and by violating Pakistan's territorial sovereignty. So broadly, this means things have defused, they have de-escalated. We're looking at resumption of the diplomatic channels, a full resumption of the diplomatic channels, and if sources are to be believed, then the Iranian ambassador in Pakistan is due to return in days from now. That is, it's being speculated that he might be returning either on a Monday or on Tuesday. The Pakistani ambassador in Tehran, who is currently in Islamabad, who has been recalled, he is due to be sent back to Tehran by Wednesday, the coming Wednesday. So some good signs over there, and prima facie it looks like that the situation that had escalated, that has now defused, with resumption and normalcy being on the cards. Saleh?
You know, Anas, people who are watching this crisis that unfolded, the question that is there on the top of their minds is obviously this: the fact that there is a restive insurgency in Balochistan, both inside Pakistan and also in Iran, is something that is well known. With that being a case which both Pakistan and Iran know, and with Pakistan and Iran sharing, different means of communication with which they've dealt with the issue of Balochistan, why is it that this crisis suddenly seemed to go out of hand?
The problem remains, Saleh, is the intensity at which we're dealing. The resistiveness or resistance on the Pakistani side is with regards to the fundamental idea of the province being with the state. On the other end, that is in Balochistan, Sistan in Iran, it is not for liberation. It is more to do with the ideological clash and sectarian ideology clash within Jaish al-Adl and the Iranian state, which is where this problem stems from. At this point of time, while one would say that yes, there is resistiveness or restiveness on both sides of Balochistan, be that with the Pakistani side of Balochistan or Sistan Balochistan in Iran, but the nature of it is very different. Right. It's complicated, and that is the reason that both sides, both Pakistan and Iran, have been accusing each other of harboring and sheltering people and individuals and groups who are essentially against the idea of Iran or Pakistan to begin with. Sorry.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Anas Malik, for joining us and getting us all those updates there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.